Today we're going to be reviewing this GarveeLife carport that they recently sent out to me. This is the 13 by 16 foot option. I'm going to be going over how to assemble this. We're also going to be talking about some things that I wish I did sooner while assembling it. And then of course we're going to talk about just my overall thoughts on the structure and the build quality. So as you guys could see, this carport easily fits one car. You guys could definitely put some other stuff in there with that car as well. I was thinking maybe a push mower on top of this smaller compact car. So when it comes to assembly, you guys are gonna get 5 total boxes. They're all pretty heavy, so you're definitely gonna need some help moving them around. And then at the very beginning, you might be able to get away with just 2 people for most of the assembly, but when it comes to actually putting the legs on, I would definitely suggest having at least 4 to 5 people. We did it with 3, as you guys could see here, and it was very difficult, and I would not recommend trying to do that all on your own. I would definitely get some more help. So overall, it was a pretty straightforward project. I think the most difficult part to understand was how the roofing panels get installed, but after a little bit of trial and error, we did get it all worked out. Now let's talk about the build quality. Overall, it seems super sturdy, and there are actually more beams that you guys could put on either side, but obviously we did not use them. These are actually just here basically sitting there just so I could show you guys that it does come with them, but we are gonna actually probably use concrete to secure these eventually, so we are not going to use these extra braces on the side. Our plan is actually to bolt this side to this current shed that has a foundation and is super secure, and we also went ahead and buried this beam down there just to make sure that the wind can't carry this away. So if you guys install it on asphalt, you guys could actually use these to drill straight into the asphalt or concrete, and then you guys will definitely know it's not going anywhere. And these bolts right here would go straight through these holes in the bottom. Whenever we actually assembled it, it felt like they had a lot more spots for bolts than I would expect, which I guess is a good thing when it comes to structure. So what I'm saying is over here we have bolts, but on the other side we also have bolts as well. Something else that I really liked about this one is that they have all these side posts that help secure it and also just keeps all the legs a lot more square. And then we have the same bracing up top as well. And I was very surprised at how tall this was. I know that they said it was a 13 by 16 by 11, but when you guys see it in person, it is definitely a lot larger than you would expect. And when it came to the instructions, it was actually pretty clear. Ours got rained on accidentally, but just to give you guys a quick glimpse of what the instructions are gonna look like, this is gonna be it. And overall, it's pretty simple. In the past, while assembling furniture like this, I've come across a lot of poorly made screws and bolts. And I will say that I had 0 screws and bolts strip out on me. All the bolts and screws on this set here seemed really high quality. So that was definitely a positive while setting this up. It made things a lot easier. So you may have noticed already, but on this side, it's a little deeper. What we did was, instead of having even panels on either side, we actually took more panels over here just to block the view of whatever's in here. And eventually our plan is to get more metal sheeting to actually enclose this entire side. Since this side's already against the shed, it doesn't really need a lot of protection. So normally on this side, it's not gonna go this far down. Normally this is gonna be where the last panel's at, and it wouldn't come any further down than this. Something that was a little confusing at first was how to mount the roofing panels because they're not pre-drilled holes. So you guys have self-tapping screws that you guys will drill through. So having a hammer drill was super helpful. I assume a normal screw gun will do the job, but just know that that will take a lot of pressure and a lot of force to get those to actually self-tap. So overall, I was really impressed with this carport, especially when it came down to the materials that they used. Everything seemed really high quality, even down to this rubber gasket that you put on the roof edge. So anyways, hopefully this review was helpful to you and helped explain a little bit more about this carport.